Hey everyone, my name's Gilberto and we're back again. This is going to be week 5 of our NPCC matches, and this will be against Yoku, coach of the Blackthorn Frogadiers. Now, I actually invited him myself to the PGBL, but we never got to face each other. Just the schedules never worked out. I never faced that team, and it is super exciting to be able to face him this week. So here we go. I just lead off with the B drill, as he leads off with the Savali. Now, I learned back from my matchup against Eric and the Seattle Savalis that Scarfed Savali is a thing that I should be afraid of. So, I hard switch out, don't even try to U-turn. I go into the null, and honestly, I just come in trying to Thunder Wave. I just wanted to be able to handle it better by the rest of my team. Outspeed with Rotom, do all those types of shenanigans, and then switch right out into my Empoleon as he goes for the parting shot. But again, so obviously never had to worry about the Scar, but like I said, that Scar, as soon as I saw that normal type Savali, I was incredibly afraid of that Scar. Now, brings in the Tapu Bulu. I thought I could take a Wood Hammer, but it's in terrain, and I just couldn't. I was max specially defensive. Apparently, there's no type of taking that. So now I can go into my V-Drill, which obviously you have to respect the Poison Jab, which allows me to get off a U-turn as he goes into the Bisharp, which, as you can see, is nowhere near a switch in to a V-Drill U-turn because it does so much damage, and I do have substitutes specifically for this Bisharp. But I just go directly into the Hitmontop. Obviously, this thing can just go for a Mach Punch. It might be a little bit predictable. You guys are going to see he predicts it. And I'm kind of an idiot. I go for the Mach Punch anyway. But thankfully, he just goes into the Togetic, which is a bit of a relief for me, as I just try to get back into the type null. He doubles out, goes into the Charizard. Now here, I'm thinking he has to switch out. I've already revealed Thunder Wave. There's no way he stays in and tries to do something. But he does stay in. I go for the Frustration, assuming that he's going to switch out into something else. I'm just trying to do some damage in on whatever comes in. He Dragon Dances, which confused the hell out of me again. Because, like I said, this is a perfect Thunder Wave opportunity for me here. I do a huge chunk of damage with that Frustration. And now I'm thinking, alright, I can still take whatever hit, I'm pretty positive, and I do, it's fine. And I go for the Thunder Wave. So, we're cool, we're fine, right now. And it does do quite a bit more than I would have expected, but we're still okay. He takes me out. So, no more Thunder Waving, but you know what? We're fine, we're fine. I bring in the B-Drill. He has to respect the drill run, goes into the cameraman. I just go for a Poison Jab. Because I saw from previous times trying to battle this that Poison Jab does more than enough. But he goes, okay, so I'm gonna actually pause it right here. Well, okay, so what I'm thinking here, right, is now that I've already U-turned into his Protect, he's gonna take that as an opportunity to use that U-turn. He could get a free switch into Togetic. He could probably get a free switch into Charizard and try to do something from there. I don't know, but I assume he's gonna use this U-turn information for something. I don't know what it is yet. So I'm thinking I'm going to try to get a keep. I'm going to go for Substitute here, because there's going to really be nothing he can do to me right now. And even if he does try to switch into something else, I can double Poison Jab pretty much anything on his squad. I see the Z Parting Shot. I'm like, okay, I think I'm good. I googled it later. Parting Shot is a sound-based move and goes to Protect. So, I don't know what Z's Parting Shot does until I see the animation. But it's pretty obvious it heals up the Charizard, right? And now I'm thinking, oh fuck. Here's where the choke starts, right? He goes into a Bisharp. As I go for the Poison Jab, he got me there, right? He gets to break my stuff for free. I should have just Drill Run, I guess. I don't know. Well, yeah, no, I definitely should have Drill Run in retrospect. But either way, I got the Drill Run off. He breaks my stuff. It's cool. Now in comes this thing. I don't know what this thing's about to do. I U-turn because I'm kind of scared, low-key. As far as I'm concerned, he could have the Air Slash. As I go for a Poison Jab, and it takes me out. But he takes the opportunity to go for the Heal Bell, right? And now thinking, oh, this is full choke. 100%, I'm done. And I could be, I don't know. In comes a Savali, no longer frickin' paralyzed. I go for the discharge, expecting the charge R to come in, actually hoping to paralyze it with the discharge, but he goes for the parting shot. Now, I kind of expected that, in all honesty. I kind of low-key expected that. I go for the Volt Switch here. And here's a little bit of bad luck. I actually get the crit, which 100% puts him in range of a U-turn at this point from B-Drill. I think even with the regular damage, it would have still been in range, but it would have had to have been one of the higher rolls. But either way, now it's 100% certain I can go for a U-turn, take this thing out. And that's when I take the opportunity to go into my Ambit Bomb, and I was thinking that I was being all cool. I made a silly play, because obviously this just gives him an opportunity to go into the Savali on my fake out. But this is where I reveal, this is where I get the chance to reveal for the first time that we are fake out last resort. And that was so much fun to reveal. But last resort does about 90% to a Charizard. So I was thinking, any bit of chip, I should be good. And it turns out double hit actually would not have KO'd this Starmie. So first of all, we won the speed tie. That's one thing. Actually, I don't know. I should check out his side and see if he has max HP on his, max speed on his Starmie, because I know he likes to invest HP sometimes into his Starmies. But I only take out I only OHKO the Starmie with Life Orb Last Resort. I can't do it with double hit. But he takes the opportunity to roost. I go into Rotom, and we can see how much my discharge does. My discharge is doing more than enough to eventually be able to wear down this thing. And eventually he just says, you know, to heck with it. I guess he knows he doesn't win this exchange, and he's really just asking to be paralyzed at some point with my discharges. And I take the opportunity to Volt Switch, because I know that his last Pokemon remaining is the Mega Charizard X, and like I just said, a fake out does about 40%, which on its own, Jesus Christ, look at that fake out damage. And I know how much Last Resort does to this thing, and that is pretty much the game right there. It was a huge game. Like I said, I was so certain that I choked the game away. In any case, thank you guys so much for watching. We will have more NPCC matches. Actually, I believe we might be cutting the season short and going directly into the playoffs. But your boy will be in those playoffs if I am invited. I learned a heck of a lot being in this league, and it was a lot of fun. Thank you to everybody. Thank you to Jacob as always. Thank you to everybody against whom I battled. But with that, once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will be once again out.